All right, y'all. So I wanted to go over some notes to help you complete your homework. And then tomorrow we'll be talking about simple and compound interest. So sales tax, real quick, is a percentage charged on goods or services. And taxes are used to fund various state and local government agencies and provide housing to residents. Okay. So in order to understand sales tax and how we get it, it's whatever the price costs, that's the subtotal, that's before tax is added. Then we add tax, and then that's how we get the total cost. So for example, Amanda is creating a shopping list for various gifts to give over the holiday season. The table shows the prices of the items that Amanda plans to purchase. Complete the table below to determine the amount of tax on each item and its total cost. So the tax rate is 8%. There's two ways we can do this. We can turn my 8% to a decimal by dividing by 100, which is moving the decimal 2 places to the left. So decimal, move 2 places to the left. So if I start at 8, I'm going to move 2 places to the left, and then it'll become 0.08. Okay, so I'm going to take 1850 and multiply it by 0.08. Hi, how are you? Okay, and then we will take the 800s and multiply by the dollar amount. So that's one way we could do it. Another way we could do it is if I find my notebook. Here we go. Is if we make a ratio table, because sometimes that decimal multiplication just isn't our friend. So we want to start with the dollar amount and then talk about the percentage. So my whole dollar amount is $18.50. So that's my 100%. And then in order to get 10%, I would move my decimal 1 place over and it would be $1.85. And then in order to get 1%, I would move my decimal over 1 more place, and this would be 185 thousandths. So then once I get this 1%, I can manipulate my 1% to be any other percent that I want. And then I can jump to 2%, which is 185 plus 185. 0, 17.37, so 37 cents. And then I can get my 8% by multiplying this by 4. 0, 28. So it'll be $1.48. So that will be my tax. Now the other way is to do 1850 times 0.08. I'm going to turn that down. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 4 is 68. And 8 times 1 is 8 plus 6 is 14. And I would need 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 after the decimal, and this is still $1.48 there. So I would come here to my taxes and say my tax is $1.48, and then I would add that. So $18.50 plus $1.48, 18 plus $1 is 19.50 cents plus 48 cents ends up being $19.98. Now I would do the same thing for $12, $26.50, and $9. Please turn that down, Jonah. All right, so $12 times 0.08, 8 times 2, this would be 96. That should be a mental math problem, okay? So 96 cents. So that's what I'm going to add to my $12. 0.96, $26.50. And I try and eliminate the number of places that I have so that I can eliminate room for error. So I took off the 50 here and I just have this. So this will be in dollars and cents once I'm done. 5 times 8 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 4 is 52. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 5 is 21. And then I'll have 3 numbers after the decimal. So this will be $2.12. And then $9 times 8%. Actually, $9 times 0.08. Really don't need that zero, but I do need the decimals. So 8 times 9 is 72. 72 cents. That's 8 cents for every dollar here. And then I would add these to get my total. So 12 plus 96 is $12.96. 26.50 plus $2.12 is $28.50 plus 12 is 62. And then $9 plus 72 cents is $9.72. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start going over your homework so we can kind of see what we're supposed to be doing there. Now, really quickly, your homework looks like this. Now, it says that you have to be calculating certain things on Google Classroom. So let me jump to Google Classroom so that you can understand what you're supposed to be doing. Sales tax homework. Oopsies. So here, for 1, 2, we need the total cost. So on my paper, I'm going to write total cost. The reason for this is because I don't want y'all to just solve the riddle and say, oh, done. No, I need to see that you know how to do the calculations. For number 2, you also need the total cost. For number 3, you need the tax. For number 4, you need the tax. Number 5, you need the total cost. That means you need the tax and the cost. Number 6 is that question as is. How much money in change will Henry receive back? Number 7, you need the tax. Number 8, you need the total cost. Number 9, you need the tax. Number 10, you need the tax. And number 11, you need the question as is. How much change will you receive if you pay $30? So I'm going to go back to my camera if it lets me, because it's not. Close. Let's try again. And then we're going to start going over some of these questions. Not connected, connecting. All right, here we go. Large. All right. So the total cost here is $90 and it's going to be 6.5%. So I'm going to go the decimal route. I'm going to take $90 and 6.5% tax. Okay, I'm going to turn that into a decimal. Decimal. And it's going to be 12.065. And then I'm going to multiply that by 90. 0 times all of this is going to be 0. I don't know why my camera keeps freezing. Sorry, y'all. And then 9 times 5 is 45. 6 times 9 is 54. Plus the 4 that should be carried over is 58. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 numbers after the decimal. So 1, 2, 3. My tax there is $5.85. This is my tax in dollars and cents. And then I'm going to add that to 90 to get my answer. The next one, number 2, says total cost. At a breakfast diner, a cup of coffee costs $2.75 and a muffin is $3.25. What is the sales tax on the 2 items if the tax rate is 7.5%? I also want you to find the total cost. So you need to find tax and add it to the cost of the muffin and the coffee. So, number 2, muffin, coffee plus tax equals my total. Okay, the muffin is $2.75. The coffee is $3.25. Add those up. 5 plus 5 is 0. Carry the 1. 0. It's 10. Carry the 1. Thank you, Jonah. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So it'll be $6. And then my tax is 7.5%. Now I can do 7.5 times 6 and then move my decimal 2 places, then move decimal. And that'll still only give me the tax rate. Okay, so 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 is 45. One number after the decimal, and then don't forget the extra 2 numbers that I have to move for my percent. So it ends up being 45 cents. Now I feel like that might have confused some of you all, so I'm not going to do this method again, okay? Because I need to also have 3 numbers behind decimal. Okay, that's where it should be. So I've got 45 cents, and then I need to add it to my $6. Okay, don't forget that this is $6. This is not 60 cents. So add $6 to 45 cents, and then you'll get going from there. I'm going to finish the rest in another video tomorrow, but this should be able to get you started, and then keep working and try and do some on your own. Have a good evening.